And we are ready. Awesome. Well, welcome to our Getting to Know Your Business webinar today. I want to thank you for taking the time to sit in and either be here live or at least listen to the recording. This training is designed to help you get a really good start in your Tupperware business. So the book that we're going to be primarily talking about tonight is your Getting Started book. It's actually in your blue or turquoise blue box that you got in your kit. If you haven't gotten your kit yet, what you want to do is you want to pull this out and then listen to this webinar again, so you have an opportunity to kind of marry the two together. All right, so let me tell you what I love about our Tupperware business. You know, it is the type of business that you really get to connect with real people. And what I mean by real people, I mean people just like you and just like me. When I started selling Tupperware, just to kind of give you a little bit of my history, I was 21 years old when I decided to sell Tupperware. It was September of 1986. I was 21 years old, and I turned 22 at the end of the year, which is in December. And by the time it was June of the following year, I had quit my full-time job, and my company car was on order. Believe that or not. Pretty cool, huh? The neat thing about this business is we got an opportunity to work with real people. I myself, when I got started, I was single. I didn't have any children. I wasn't married. And in the process of my 31 years being in Tupperware, not only have I experienced this business as a single person, which is awesome, as a dating person, as a newlywed, as a pregnant young mom, to an empty nester where I'm at now, planning 2 weddings for next year. So the neat thing about this is the people that you get to see in this business, whether it be myself or your manager, or whether it be even Stanova, our principal, our president of sales, or even Cheryl Smith, our chief party officer, these are real people. And they all started, believe it or not, with a Tupperware kit. Okay, and similar to the kit that you got started with, some really great training materials inside here. So guess what? We're going to get started, and we're going to talk about real people and what real people mean to you. You know, the party is really the core of our business. You know, and granted, there's lots of ways to party. I like to do the in-home party where I really get to connect with people, that I get to connect with again, real people, not just people on Facebook. But then again, that's another venue that you could dig into: catalog parties, fundraisers, custom kitchen plannings, one-on-one service, all of that. But the party is where really what's going to take you the furthest. And one of the things you're going to notice on this page, it's actually on page 5 in your Getting Started guide, is actually the 1-800 customer care number. So what I might invite you to do right now is just take a yellow highlighter and highlight that number, or better yet, put it someplace in bigger font, since I'm over 40, in an area that you can read the number, because honestly and truthfully, it's kind of small on this page 5. But go ahead and jot that down, whether it be inside your date book or whether it actually be someplace else that you can read a little bit. And it's available to you anytime that you need it. Our customer care line is there to help you if you're missing something from your order, or if you have a question, or even if you need help putting in your orders, they're going to help you with that. Your upline is also there to help you too. So just remember, you have lots of resources that can help you be successful. You know, as we dig into our Tupperware starter kit, what you're going to notice is that you get started with some really awesome products. And there's a couple of products in your kit that we like to call signature pieces, our cover girl stories. And one of them is your Power Chef. That's number 1 at the top. It's actually one of our top sellers, and you get to get that in your kit. Inside your little Getting Started book too is some recipes that you can try out before your first initial party. But what you're going to notice with these particular products is that they all kind of work together. And what I want you to be thinking about is how these products work together in a system. They do stand alone all by themselves, but the measuring cups go really well with the measuring spoons. The modular mates go really well with other modular mates in their kitchen, not just one container, but a collection of modular mates. We also have your Fridge Smart container. That little one Fridge Smart container you get in your kit is awesome, but the reality is they need the whole set. And matter of fact, they probably need more than one set. How does the spatula interact with the Power Chef, with the Quick Chef, with or the Quick Shake, with the breakfast maker? Everybody needs at least what? I don't know, 3 spatulas, and those spatulas have a lifetime warranty on them. So when you think about the products that you have in your kit, you're really kind of telling a story. And you can actually do a really fun demo, and you can go from breakfast to dinner, you know, the Tupperware way, breakfast, lunch, and dinner the Tupperware way, You can go from breakfast, making you use your breakfast maker, to lunch, using a salad for your fridge mart, to dinner, to an appetizer, even to dessert. Right? So be thinking about how these products all link together, because they're actually some of the best products that we have available in our line. You know, for you to learn more information about your products, there's lots of different ways to do that. First of all, your catalog. Believe it or not, your catalog. Where's my catalog? Hang on. Here's one of my catalogs. Your catalog, mine's spiral bound, but your catalog is a great place to find out information. You can actually go and look at almost any product in the line. It'll actually give you a little bit of explanation of what the product is and what it does for you. So what I would suggest doing is taking one of your catalogs and bringing it to every single meeting. When you take your catalog and put on here, you know, put consultant copy or study copy, whatever you want. And that way, when you come to a meeting or you go to a team meeting and there's somebody who's doing a demonstration on the stack cooker, or somebody who's doing a demonstration on the Micro Pro Grill, you can actually flip over to that page, okay? And you can actually make notes in your catalog. Just some tips, some recipes, maybe some other things that you might want to learn, because our sales meetings and our webinar meetings, these kind of things really can help add product knowledge for you. Because when you know more about the product, you feel more confident in talking about it in front of a group of people. Some other places that you want to connect with is your my.tupperware.com. That's really your go-to place for you to collect and navigate all the information that we have. And there is quite a bit of information, but that's okay. Just take it a small bite at a time. We also have our Tup Hub, and that is a mobile app that you can put on your phone. And so you have everything right there on your phone. There's the catalog on your phone, the flyers on your phone. You can link to your website there, all of those things, and it's mobile ready, right? So it's called the Tup Hub, and you can find information on how to do that inside your Getting Started guide. We also have every Saturday morning what we call a My Week email. And if you're not getting a My Week email on Saturday morning, you'll definitely want to call customer care and make sure that they have your address correct, because that My Week email comes out every Saturday, is a wonderful collection of what's happening this week. There's some product videos in there. There's usually a message from Cheryl Smith, our Chief Party Officer, and there's links of what's going on. There's links to go to certain pages, takes you to the website. It's really a great venue. So making sure that you're getting your My Week email every single Saturday. And then the other thing that we have that's super handy is called a text messaging service. So when I'm at a party and I have somebody has a broken piece of Tupperware, I can actually look up the mold number on the product. I can text it to this text messaging service, and it'll tell me if that part is available and how much it costs and whether we can get it replaced for them. So there's lots of digital tools for you. Now, if you're not a digital person, it's okay. There's always the good black and white paper copy that will help support you in your business too. Okay. Other ways you can boost your business. I don't know if you know this, but Tupperware is on Facebook. We are also on Instagram. And believe it or not, we have an amazing blog called blog.tupperware.com. Again, you're going to find that inside your book. And believe it or not, the best thing about the blog.tupperware.com is there's tons of recipes for products that you have in your kit. There's recipes for the stack cooker. There's recipes for the Micro Pro Grill. There's recipes for the Power Chef, the Smart Steamer, all of those fabulous products that you're going to be able to earn in our Confident Start program, but that you might already have in your home. So these are recipes that are you can share with your customers. You can also do at your Tupperware parties, because remember, people love to eat food, and especially when they're prepared in our fabulous Tupperware products, it gives you an opportunity to really highlight the features and benefits of those products. You know, the in-home party, as I said earlier, is the way that I like to do business, because it has proven to be an amazing way to make income and to meet people and to perpetuate the business going forward. Because when I do an in-home party, I get party dated from those parties, and it's so on and so forth and so on. So, but to enhance that enhance that in-home party experience, we have other ways for you to do that. First of all, we have Facebook parties, and I know a lot of people are doing Facebook parties. We also have Tupper Connect, where you can actually send your host a link, and that link is live right to their party. So their friends who live out of state or live out of the area or who just can't come to the party because it's on a night they can't come, they can click on that link and they can order through your website, which means you get credit for it and you get commission, and the party gets credit for it too. Then the other thing we have is we have what we call Party Plus. And Terry, this is what you were talking about, the whole doing a video at your party, including them in on that. This is exactly what Party Plus is all about. So you can actually take your computer or your tablet and you can invite people to watch the demo while they're on the other side of the country and you're doing the party in the home. So lots of fun ways to get connected with new customers. And I think one of the other things that's super important is really knowing what it is that you want to get out of your Tupperware business. And when you think about where this business can take you, where the party can take you, the bottom line is this business can put a lot of money in the bank. This business can give you a company car in your driveway. This business can help you be more confident and more empowered as an individual. And this business can help you change other people's lives. That's really the coolest thing. So I want you to think about, what are the things that you want to get out of your Tupperware business? What are the 5 things that you want to do? You want to make money? Do you want to travel? Do you want to pay off a credit card debt? Do you want to save for college education? Do you want to pay for a wedding? That's what I'm doing next year, 2 of them, right? What is it that you want? Now, what are some of the prizes that you want to earn? What's going to keep you focused on making this business a business instead of a hobby? And, how much money would you really like to earn every single month? So what we're going to do some math. I know that some of you like math and some of you don't, but inside your Getting Started book, there's actually a little way to go ahead and calculate how much money you can make when you're doing Tupperware. So let's just say, for an instance, you want to make $400, okay? Or let's say you want to make, I want to make $400, okay? So how am I going to make $400? Okay, so let's say if I want to make $400 for the month, right, that's $100 a week, right? So if I want to make $100 each week, that's 400. That's actually your $400 would be your sales goal. So because what happens is in our Tupperware business, we make 25%. So if I want to make $100 a week, I got to sell $400 because that's my 25% commission. And the neat thing about it is that $400, okay, is actually a little less than what we call a standard party. So then you go ahead and take your sales goal and you divide that by 500, okay, and that's how many parties that you would want to do every single month, every single week. So by doing one standard party every single week, you're going to make about $100 to $125, which is going to equate to $400 to $600 or $400 to $500 every single month in the month of income. And I just want to make sure that you're aware that when you hit certain benchmarks, Tupperware pays you an extra bonus. We'll talk about that in just a bit. But really, how much money do you want to make? And how many parties does that take to do that? So just keep in your mind, about $125 is what you're going to make on a party. So if I want to make $500 a month, if I want to make $1,000 a month, if I want to make $2,000 a month, you can actually kind of change that into what we call a party formula. We do have a proven success formula in Tupperware because, Tupperware's been around for a really long time. Tupperware's been around for almost 70 years. And, companies don't stay around, especially direct sales companies. They don't stay around for 70 years if they don't know what they're doing. Okay. Now, granted, we've had some program changes here and there. We've had some product changes, those kind of things. But, all in all, the bottom line is the 1-2-1 success formula. And basically what that is for consultants is to hold one standard party every single week. That's where you're going to make that weekly income. Okay. And then from that one party that you're doing is to work diligently on scheduling 2 additional parties from that party to fall in someplace in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And then identify one person at every single party, somebody that you think would be fun to work with or somebody that you feel would be good as a Tupperware consultant. And then when you identify that person, let your leader know, let your manager know, let myself know, and then we'll partner with you and maybe you can invite them to come to one of our meetings, or maybe you can we can do a 3-way call over the telephone, or maybe you just need to call them and say, hey, you're my sister and you need to do this with me because you would be absolutely perfect at this. So it's okay to talk to people and invite them to join you in business, because if they don't want to sell Tupperware, they may date a Tupperware party. for you to get started too. So my theory is this: we want to get you off to a roaring start right away. So there is a little bit of a 30-day little check off. So day 1 to 30, okay, we want to make sure that you go observe a Tupperware party. And that could be a party of, it could be your grand opening party. It could be another party that your manager is doing. It could be maybe a mock party that we do here at the house, or it could be a party that's actually done by somebody else in our company. It doesn't necessarily have to be with somebody that you know. You just need to go and see a Tupperware party. What you're going to realize at a Tupperware party is you're going to learn, maybe how to get the party started. You're going to learn about the flow of the party, and it's just going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of how your parties can go. Just keep in mind, all parties are different. There's never two parties that are the same. Attend our new consultant class. Check it off because you did that already. Attend a sales meeting. Terry, you've already been to a sales meeting. You can check that one off. Attend your director's team meeting that's coming up on Monday. You actually went to Mary's team meeting, so you can check that off. You got a lot of these already checked off. Test some of your products by using some of the demonstration or the demo recipes that are inside your Getting Started guide on page 15.
I did.
Yeah. You did? What did you think?
Well, I just got my pressure cooker today, so I made chicken sliders for dinner tonight, barbecued ones.
Were they good?
I will get back to you on that. They're downstairs waiting for me. I have two grandkids downstairs awake, so I had to come up in my room.
Oh my gosh, they're going to love them. And then you take the chunks of chicken and you put it in your Power Chef and you shred it up. It's amazing. You're going to love these. They're delicious. So you also want to work on your Frank list. You want to set up your my.tupperware.com, which most of you have done. And then, of course, what you want to do is you want to sign up for your Tupperware card. It's on page 23. And, of course, then you want to schedule your own parties within the next 5 to 7 days. So that's kind of a 30-day checklist for you, and it's actually inside your book. So I'm the kind of person, I like to mark things off, right? Marking things off. Pretty cool. And one of the things that it's really important to know what's happening. And as a company, as your organizational leader, we really pride ourselves in having meetings that are informative, fun, and interactive. And the reason why we do that is because we want you to feel comfortable bringing guests. We want you to feel comfortable bringing your parties there, especially during our Cook with Confidence. And so you're going to find our calendar either on our Facebook group, or you can just shout out to me and I can send you a copy of it. But we have our calendar listed all the way through January 6th of 2018. And then we'll work on doing the first quarter a little bit later. But we have all of our meetings already scheduled. But one of the things that you want to make sure you keep track of is what we call our 13-week Confidence Start program. This 13-week Confidence Start program allows you to earn awards while you're making profit. Because the nice thing about Tupperware is as you're earning these awards, we don't take away your profit. We just enhance your kit. So this is a great way to maybe get a new kit bag or even a larger one, because as you start to earn some of these products, you're going to need a bigger bag than the one you got. There's also all the way to level 7, which is our 11-piece cookware set, or you can actually get an iPad Air. So you can decide when you get to that level. You have 13 weeks to make that happen. And there's actually a challenge tracker and a 13-week Confidence Start tracker that you can click on in your website. It'll tell you exactly where you're at. Here's some upcoming events that we have. We have our team meeting coming up on Monday. Location is still kind of up in the air on that, so I'll keep you posted. We have our Cooking with Confidence, which is actually a great place for you to bring people like a whole party. You can bring a host with a couple of her friends. It is $5 at the door. It's a cover charge, and that covers all of their tastings, their recipe handouts, and they get raffle tickets too. We have our multiple host bingo, which is going to be on the 23rd. It's going to be back at the hotel. And that's another place where people don't want to come to a cooking class, but they want to come and play bingo for free Tupperware, and they want to bring their party there. That's something that we're doing on the 23rd. And then we have, on the 30th, we have what we call a Zap and Wrap Pumpkin Bash. It's going to be kind of a mini Halloween, carved pumpkin jack-o'-lantern contest. It's going to be a lot of fun on that too. But then we have all the other things that we have on our calendar. So the best thing to do is making sure that you write them in your date book. Okay, and that you kind of get an idea of the flow of the business, right? Because it takes a little time to kind of get in the flow, but you'll get and the flow just fine. Here's some things that we're going to be doing. Monday, the 16th, is our Spooky Eats and Treats, our bingo, and of course, then we have our Zap and Ramp Pumpkin Bash. So we have the next 3 weeks, we're actually 4 weeks of really fun, interactive, information-packed meetings for you to go ahead and get some really great information on. Your Quick Chef Pro, absolutely one of your best products in your kit. It's really important to kind of understand all the components of that. Do know, if you haven't figured this out already, is that rubberized ring is packed in the inside. That needs to come out of the inside and it gets slapped on the bottom of your Power Chef, okay? You actually use that, you know, and you'll forget to take it out, and then you'll dump your salsa out into a bowl, and your blue ring will lay right on the salsa. So
yes,
I've done, did you do that? That happens. So remember to take it out of the bottom. And you're just like, oh, well, I won't do that again. Slap that baby on the bottom, and it just stays on the bottom. And I don't take it off of the bottom. I even put it in the dishwasher with the rubber ring on the bottom, so it stays on just fine.
Oh.
So just in case you didn't know that, okay?
Yeah, I did.
And now you know. Our breakfast maker is amazing, and it will do a frittata. It'll do French toast. There's tons of great recipes, of course, inside your little Getting Started guide. So again, play with these recipes, have some fun with it, and get comfortable with talking about your products. And the reason why we want to have you get comfortable with your products is because we want you out there talking to friends and relatives, acquaintances and neighbors and kids as friends, as parents, and ask them about dating a Tupperware party to A, help you get started, but B, for them to earn some Tupperware products. I want you to try not to say, will you have a Tupperware party for me? Okay. And I know that's the first thing. And, you know, will you help me? Will you do it for me? Let's do a party for me. I'm okay if it's your mother. I'm okay if it's your best friend. I'm okay if it's your sister. But when it comes to a complete stranger, they don't want to do a party for you. They want to do a party for themselves. So what are the benefits of them hosting a party? And the benefits is that you have products that they need. You have products that they want, and they can get those products for free when they host a demonstration with you in your home. So as you're thinking about your contact list, we do talk a little bit about our wonderful 100 list. We talk about our fabulous 40 list, and that basically is lists of friends, relatives, acquaintances, and neighbors, and then of your kids' parents as friends. So kids, friends, parents, sorry about that. But be writing these down, because these are people that you're going to reach out, let them know that you're selling Tupperware, let them know that your store is open. Maybe you're going to invite them to an event that we have on a Monday night at our organization, or maybe you're going to invite them to your own party, or maybe you're going to invite them to join you in business, or maybe you just want to get them a catalog, right? So these are your people that you're going to start building your business with. And I just want to give you a piece of advice. The people that you start with now will probably be not the people that you do parties with again for a very long time, because what's going to happen is you're going to branch out into different areas. So when you have a party with your best friend, maybe her neighbor, maybe her coworker will date a party. Now, your best friend is going to probably show up at one of those parties, right? Because she knows them. But after that, you're going to date 2 parties that your girlfriend doesn't even know these people. And then from those parties, you're going to date 2 parties that they don't know, and so on and so on. And so it's so fun to kind of track what we call track a chain, to figure out where it started with and where it took you. Because it's really about dating new parties, new people at your Tupperware parties that really don't know you and really don't know where you started, because that's where you start to really explode your Tupperware business. So how do you know where to start? So we always say, you know, talk about your T-zone, call your Tupperware zone, right? And those are, you know, the people that live next to you, the people that live behind you, people that live across the street. What about the person that lives next to you and her neighbor? Okay. So do they know that you're in business? And matter of fact, it's beautiful this fall. I mean, we're really into this beautiful Indian summer. Grab some of your sales flyers, grab some of your citrus peelers, and go meet some of your neighbors and just say, hi, I'm your local Tupperware lady. And I just want to let you know, I live right down the street and I am open for business. Do you have any broken Tupperware that needs to be replaced, or would you be interested in having a get together? Right? If you don't ask, It's an automatic no, right? If you do ask, you have a
Right.
50 chance. So what Tupperware plan do you choose when it comes to signing up for your Tupperware website? The silver and the gold are great because it gives you an opportunity to do Party Plus and Zoom web conferencing, just like we're doing right now. The silver happens to be one of, I think, the best programs because you do have access to what we're doing right now. So as you become a leader, as you become a manager and maybe move up in the business, it's nice to have access to Zoom. This is what we're using right now, because then you could talk and train with some of your people doing this right over the phone. So just something to think about. Okay. So why would you want a website? Why would you want a website that you pay for? Because guess what? People can shop from your website and you can make money while you sleep. When you have one of the websites, either the Plus, Silver, Gold, or Platinum, you get what they call a website, a shopping website. Okay. In other words,
How do I tell? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Terry.
How do I get? I paid for the Plus,
Okay.
but I don't know if I have it because I went in and tried to get into it, and I haven't been successful. And then it says that I should go for the Plus. But
Oh,
I don't know if it's the Plus or not. I'm paying the $9.99.
okay. So has your credit card been billed yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
For the first part.
For the
For the
$9.95?
first part. But then when I went and made my order the day before yesterday, they said they didn't have my debit card on file, so I had to re-give it to them.
Okay. So, chances are it does usually take about 24 hours for them to get the website up and running. But what it is, it's actually for you to be able to figure out what your website is, it's your username.
No, I did this when I did this when I very first started.
Okay.
Like I paid for it when I first got on the whole.
Okay,
whole
perfect.
thing altogether.
So when you went through the process though, did you pick out a username for your website?
Yes, I like it fresh. I keep it fresh. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you should be able to check that website. You should be able to say, ikeepitfresh.my.tupperware.com, and it should take you to your website.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so that's your new website address, right? And then what the neat thing about it is Tupperware keeps it updated for you. You can upload a profile picture, you can put some personal information on there, but for the most part, Tupperware does all the managing of that website. So you just got to sign up for it and they will update it for you. So you don't have to worry about going in and updating it, which is really kind of nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So depending on, what plan you start with, you can give people your website and they can go on your website and order. I have people right around Christmas time who are my friends and family. They know I sell Tupperware. So what they do is they actually go and do, they do an order right on my website. I get sales credit for it, which is nice. And I also get commission and they get their product directly shipped to them. So let me share with you another really fabulous item that you're going to probably want to sign up for. And it's called our Tupperware card. Our Tupperware card is a way for you to be able to process your orders and get some great benefits. So instead of using your debit card that's attached to your Tupperware checking account, which I do advise you to open up a separate checking account that's just for your Tupperware business for a couple of reasons. First of all, you want to keep your Tupperware monies separate from the household monies. Okay. The other reason that is because you want to be able to see that account grow. Okay. And if it's mixed with all the family stuff and all the grocery store stuff and all the utility bills, you kind of don't see it as much. So, but if you keep it in a separate checking account, then you can that's your business account. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to link to your business account, checking account, what we call a Tupperware electronics funds transfer card, EFT. And what it basically is, it's a company called Electrum that instead of using a Visa company, a MasterCard company, or a Discover card company, Tupperware uses what they call Electrum. And what Electrum does is they just simply take the money out of your checking account and they pay it to Tupperware. Now, for every dollar that you pass through that Tupperware card, you get 1 point. When you've passed 2,000 points, you get a set of catalogs and a set of current monthly brochures, monthly flyers for just the cost of shipping, which is $2.75. Now, the neat thing about this is there's two schools of thought. And I want to explain to you why Tupperware uses Electrum, okay, versus like a Visa, a MasterCard company. You're probably familiar with credit card fees, right? We all pay them. But I don't know if you realize, not only do I pay a credit card fee when I use my Visa, my MasterCard, unless it's a debit card, right? But the merchant who's receiving the money also pays a fee. So I'm paying so much percentage in interest, and they're getting charged so much percentage in merchant fees. So the credit card companies make a lot of money, all right? So to alleviate those credit card fees, Tupperware has partnered with Electrum, because Electrum's going to process the monies. They're going to process that charge without charging those astronomical merchant fees. So what Tupperware does is they pass the savings on to you, the consultant or the manager, using the Tupperware card, okay, and they give you points. The other thing that's nice about having a Tupperware card linked to your checking account, if you when you sell your $1,500 in a month or your $4,000 in a month, you get what we call a Profit Plus bonus, which is a 5 or 10% bonus back on top of your regular commission. And so if you don't have a Tupperware card, they send you a check, and that can take up to 2 weeks. But if you have your Tupperware card, they do a direct deposit into your checking account for any of the bonuses or credit card overages that you have, which is really much nicer than waiting for the little brown check in the mail, just saying. So very easy to sign up for this. Actually, when you go into your back office, there's a little place over the right-hand side. It says Tupperware card. You click on that, you register for it, and it's a piece of cake. You're going to need your bank routing number, and you're going to need your bank account number, and those are actually on the bottom of your check. All right. So we always say that, you know, if you don't ask, it's an automatic no. So I always challenge every new consultant, and I challenge every standard consultant to try to get 100 no's in a row. Now, it's almost impossible to get 100 no's in a row unless you're asking dead people. And if you're asking dead people, that's an automatic no. Okay. But most of us don't know a lot of dead people. We know a lot more live people. So what we're going to do is just encourage you to ask everybody that you come in contact with, hey, do you know anybody who sells Tupperware? Would you like a Tupperware catalog? Would you like to have a Tupperware party? And what you're going to notice is for every no you get, about every 7 or 8 no's, you're going to get a yes. And then as you get better at asking, every 1 out of 5, you're going to get a yes. And then if you get really good and you start to develop relationships with your customers, you might go down to 1 out of 3, right? So when you think about getting better at asking, you just got to practice, okay? And just remember that no's don't hurt you, okay? And you never know when you can turn that no into a yes, but you got to start asking. So I challenge every consultant to try to get 100 no's. And in the process, what's going to happen is you're going to get some parties dated. Okay. Remember that wonderful 100 list we're talking about, or that Frank list, that fabulous 40 list? Those are the people you're going to start with asking first. So as you get some parties dated in your book, you are going to notice that there's a certain ways to get the party going. First of all, you get great things in your kit. You get what we call a party planning folder, and it's that green folder you see at step number 3. And inside that folder, you're going to put some catalogs, some sales flyers, some order forms, maybe information on joining the company, and that's what you give the host so that she can start getting outside orders right away. But the first step you got to do is you got to date the party. So your specific date and time and place where the party is going to be, and get it in your date book. Write it down, put it in your date book, and then you're going to do is you're going to share with her some recipes. You know, maybe you're doing the fruit salsa, or maybe you're doing the smoothies, or maybe you're doing the frittata, whatever it is inside your little book here. Okay, some great recipes. You're going to share with her a recipe so that she can go ahead and have the ingredients necessary to have those ready for her party. You're going to give her party planning envelope, and then you're going to be in touch with your host throughout the next 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how far she's dated, just to kind of keep her updated and you know, checking in with her and making sure that she's still excited about having her Tupperware party. So as you're getting ready to get the party started, you're going to prep your host, right? Again, by putting those things in the planning packet. It gives you a list of things. And again, it's all inside your Getting Started guide. You're going to prepare yourself, right? You're going to make sure you have your kit together. Your catalogs are going to be stamped. You got some order forms. Maybe you're going to go to Office Depot, or you're going to go to Staples, and you're going to pick up some pens, go to Walmart, put them on clearance, bring your date book. You're going to bring a money bag with you. You don't need a whole bunch of cash, just to let you know. A couple of ones and some change. Realistically, most people pay with a check or they pay with a credit card. Okay, some people pay with cash, so you want to have a little bit of change left over so you can make change. I wouldn't probably bring more than maybe $20 in change. Matter of fact, you could probably get by with more like probably $10 and change. Okay. You want to go ahead and bring your little goodies that you're going to be using to help date parties with. And of course, then you're going to be bringing any of the information that you find that has a little bit to do with recruiting. Before you go, you want to make sure you got everything in the car. You want to make sure you got the address. You want to make sure where you're going. But the other thing you want to make sure is that you're dressed professionally. So I always say you can never go wrong with a white top and black pants. Never, never, never. Because you're going to have your Tupperware apron that you're going to put over you. So just instantly helps you look more professional. Okay. I've always, in most cases, wear either black slacks or a dress to my parties, just because I don't want to be overdressed. I don't want to be underdressed, but I want them to notice that I'm the Tupperware lady. I don't want to I don't want to necessarily blend in with the crowd per se. I want to dress a little bit better than they do because I want to be the business professional. Okay. So you're at the party. What do we do? Again, information in your getting started guide. You're going to get there about a half hour early. You're going to get set up. You're going to help meet and greet the guest. You're going to start with your demonstration. You're going to maybe play a little dating game to get some dating or some bookings. You're going to help people order their Tupperware products. You're going to take your stuff, you're going to put it in the bag, and then you're going to go home. Pretty easy to do, right? I always like to ask my hosts, to close the party within the next 2 days, if not at the party, just because I don't want the party to go on forever. Okay, so arrange with the host when you're going to wrap up the party and pick out a free Tupperware if you haven't done it at the end of the party. Okay, so you're here, you're at the party, again, reviewing in your getting started guide of all the different, what we call what to do at a Tupperware party. So this is kind of a step-by-step thing that you can do. You can do a couple of things. You can actually just write these on index cards and number them 1 through 10 or 1 through 5, just so that you can kind of keep track of where you're at in your party. That will help you feel more confident as you're doing your demonstration, and will help you not forget anything. So now, we got the party going on, right? Woohoo! So you got the party, you're out of Dodge, you're on your way home. Tomorrow morning, you got everything ready to go. You're ready to close out the party, ready to key it in the system. So what do you got to do now? You got to get to the bank and you got to deposit all the checks and the cash, because remember, the checks are then made out to you. And the cash is, of course, yours also. So you deposit all the checks and the cash. And then what you do is you're going to go to your My Sales web application, and you're going to key in your orders. If you're concerned with this and you don't have access to a computer, or you don't want to mess with that, you can actually call customer care during customer care hours, and they'll do it for you. In your first 13 weeks as a new consultant, it's actually a free service. Okay. And then after your 13 weeks, it'll cost 2%. So if you have, let's say, $1,000 party, it'll cost you $20 for them to do it for you. So that's an option that you can do. We actually have somebody in our company. Her name is Izzy. She doesn't have access to a computer, and she just calls customer care and she gets her orders in. She's done it for, she's been in Tupperware now for about 5 years. She just calls customer care. Then you want to send a thank you note to your host, thanking her for having the party. You're also going to want to send a thank you note to anybody who dated a Tupperware party. And I send a thank you note for anybody who had a sizable order. And you can decide what sizable is for you, 75, 85, 105. You decide what sizable is. I always feel compelled to send them a little thank you note, handwritten thank you note, thanking them for their order. And I can also say, with your help, your host, Susie, qualified for $160 worth of free Tupperware. Thank you so much for supporting her party. Just something nice, throw your business card inside there, maybe a new sales flyer, maybe a little note, if there's anything I can help you with in the future, please don't hesitate to call. Then of course, you're going to let your upline, that would be either your recruiter or your manager or myself, you're going to think of who did I see at the party that I think would be good at selling Tupperware? And then we'll partner with you to help you get that first, second, and third recruit so that you can step in to be a manager. Okay, there are some really great tutorials in your back office of how to enter your party, and it takes you step by step by step. So if you're ever in a situation where you want to do it on your own, there's some great tutorials, but don't get frustrated. If you get frustrated, stop what you're doing and let us help you. We've done tons and tons of orders, and we can walk you through that process. I talked earlier about our 5% and 10% sales volume bonus. Again, it's pictured in your Getting Started guide, tells you a little bit about how that works. 3 standard parties a month will get you that $75 bonus. Okay, 3 standard parties, or $1,500 in personal sales in a month, and you're going to get a 5% bonus. 2 standard parties per week or 8 standard parties a month will get you a $400 bonus on top of the $1,000 that you're making on your sales. So, there's really good money to be made in Tupperware. And the best thing is you can work it on your terms when you want to work it in your hours that you want to do that. Okay. So if you want more out of the Tupperware business, you like the presents, you like the gifts, you like the prizes, you like the money, you like the friends. What is more is bringing people in the business and helping them experience the fun, the prizes, the personal growth, and of course the profit as we move forward. So why would you want to welcome somebody in the business this month? Because the Stack Cooker is the bomb. The Stack Cooker retails for $114. It is awesome. It will do a 3-course meal. It'll brown your hamburger. It'll do a cake. It'll do a chicken in the microwave in under 25 minutes, a whole chicken. And you can get it for $25 when you bring somebody in the business. They also get it for $25, so it's a win-win. And then when you partner with your new recruit to help them sell $500 in their in this month between now and the 27th of October, they will get 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of freezer mate containers. Those retail for $72 a set, and they're getting 4 of those for $45. But when they get theirs, you get yours too. So in Tupperware, when you do, you get. So when you partner with your new recruit to do these things, you're also going to benefit too. So who do I start with by sharing the Tupperware business opportunity? Because I don't know about you. I want to get my hands on those 4 sets of freezer mate containers. I want to get. I know. Isn't that awesome? You need those, right, Terry?
Yeah.
You need those.
Oh my gosh.
So one of the things that you can do, you can start with people that you know. Right? But you can also talk about, people at your parties because they're already there. You can talk to your church members, your families, your doctor's office, dentist's office, all of those things. You're going to run into people, but be looking for them because they're all over the place. You're going to hear people at a party that are, what was that, Gary?
I said my butcher.
Your butcher, exactly.
Yep, I talked to her tonight about it when I went to get my meat.
Good for you. And how did you feel when you did that?
I felt really good. And she goes, you know what? I've heard about that. I go, I didn't bring a book with me, but I'll bring one next time.
Yes.
So now, okay, do that.
You've whet her appetite, and she's going to be looking forward to you coming back into the store, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I shop there often, so.
When you go back next week, bring a catalog with you, right? And the thing about it is we see people everywhere we go, right? But now that you've opened a new Tupperware business and you've opened a new Tupperware store, it's okay to let people know that you are up for business and you're ready to help them any way that you can. So here's some word choices. When you think about our Tupperware business opportunity and you think about having a party, okay, I always say this, you got to start with what we call just an attention getting opener, something that's going to be an interaction, right? Something that's going to get them to think and stop for a minute. So, just in making conversation, you say, oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've seen you. So much has happened. Matter of fact, I just started selling Tupperware. Okay. You can say, oh my gosh, I love this area. I'm always looking for hostesses in this area because I sell Tupperware. Do you know of anybody who would love to get some free Tupperware? Right? Then, of course, as you're incorporating that into the Tupperware business opportunity, I always say, who do you know that sells Tupperware? Wait for a response. Well, guess what? I sell Tupperware, and I would love to be your new Tupperware connection. Okay, let me give you my business card, and here's a Tupperware citrus peeler. You're going to love what you see, and by the way, you can peel an orange in under 30 seconds, right? So these are just little conversation starters that you can do to kind of get the ball rolling, right? The other thing too is engaging useful, powerful words like fun, rewarding, life-changing, healthy, right? Money saving, all of these things people pick up on and they want to know more about how they can take advantage and actually do what you're doing. And then, of course, closing with a commitment, which is getting them to say yes or no. Right? I'd love to have you come to one of our meetings just to check it out. You get a free piece of Tupperware for coming. It's next Monday. Would you like to come? Yes or no? I'd love to have a get together with you and your friends. You're going to get a lot of wonderful free products just for hosting a demonstration. What do you think about doing that this week or next? Yes or no? So get some type of commitment. Don't leave them hanging. Get them to have some type of a commitment of either yes, they're going to do this, or no, they're not going to do this. Because this is the thing. It's like, okay, well, let me know what you think. And then we leave the room and they don't let us know what they think because now we've lost contact with them. In our Tupperware business, what you're going to discover is we have our own talk. Kind of like babies have their own talk. We Tupperware people, we have our own talk. We have our own lingo. So we talk about things about like an active consultant and sales aids and what a sales meeting or rally is, what are samples, what's a dating gift. And these are inside your Getting Started guide. And it's just a real good thing to kind of take a glance and kind of get familiar with some of the lingo. It's just kind of like going back to school, going back to college. This is the other thing. So important to know is that when our sales weeks end and when our sales months end. So in your Tupperware date book, you want to pull that out and you're going to circle the last Friday of every month. It doesn't matter if it's the 25, 27, 28, 31st, doesn't matter. The last Friday of every calendar month is when our month ends. Okay, that's when all the commissioning ends. That's when all the extra bonuses end. That's when the month ends in Tupperware. The very next Saturday is the beginning of the next month. Okay, just in case you didn't know that, right? So, and our weeks go from Saturday to Friday. They don't go your traditional Monday through Sunday. We got to be different. From Saturday morning, really, Friday night at midnight, to Friday night at midnight, right? Or I should say Friday night at 12:01, which is Saturday morning, 12:01, to Friday night at midnight. That's how our weeks go. So when we look at, you were number one for the week, okay, and we give you applause, that is that Saturday to Friday time period. All right. And then again, our sales month ends on the last Friday of every sales month. You're going to notice that in our calendar, you're going to have 4 months a year that have 5 weeks in them. And then you have the other months that actually have 4 weeks in them. It's just the way our calendar works. So some months will be 4 weeks and some months will be 5 weeks, but we always close our month on the last Friday of the calendar month, and even if it's on Christmas, and we always open the next Saturday, and our weeks go from Saturday to Friday. All right, so let's take a look at our famous Tupperware warranty. Now, this is what can happen as a brand new Tupperware consultant. We can get inundated with people who have hung on to their broken Tupperware for decades because they have not been invited to a Tupperware party in decades. And the reason why they haven't been invited to a Tupperware party in decades because there's nobody in their circle of influence who has sold Tupperware or hosted a Tupperware party. And as you start to build your business, you're going to be holding parties with people who maybe haven't seen Tupperware in 10, 15, or even 20 years, believe it or not. And they know that we have a lifetime warranty. So inside your catalog and also inside your Getting Started book, there's some great information about our Tupperware lifetime warranty. What the customer pays for, you don't pay for anything, by the way. If it's a broken piece of Tupperware, the customer pays for the shipping. The customer pays the difference. If there's a difference, you don't. So it doesn't cost you anything to do Tupperware warranties, okay? So we have our quality warranty, our limited lifetime warranty, our 30-day warranty. So just kind of give an idea, take some time to read through those different warranties and what other products they fall into. Inside your Getting Started guide, and this is not a bad thing to do, is to take this with you to the party. Okay, because there will be people who have products that are not covered under a warranty. So here is pictures of what's good. Okay, these are products that are chipping, peeling, breaking, cracking, warping if they're after 1979. And these are products that aren't covered under a warranty, like microwave damage and staining and melting. Well, I don't know how it melted. Well, somebody left it on top of the burner or somebody let it fall on the drying unit of the dishwasher. Chewing, obviously that's not covered under a warranty either, or cutting. If somebody slices through a piece of Tupperware, damaged products don't carry our lifetime warranty, and scratching. I know, and this is the thing, people will try to do this. I've been in business a long time. They'll try to bring you a bowl that they literally have used for 35 years. And what do you think a 35-year-old bowl looks like? Do you think it might look used? A little bit? Yeah. It's probably going to have some scratches in it, right? Going to have some scratches in it, right? It's going to have some staining, right? You know, depending on what color it was. Those things are not covered in our warranty. If it's cracked though, then it is warranted no matter how old the product is. Okay. And so somebody, they bring me a bowl that's all scratched up. Like, oh, I thought this might be under warranty. I said, oh, nope, that's just a well-loved bowl. A well-loved, not well-used, well-loved, right? And you know, these are not covered under warranty, but you know, the integrity of the bowl is still there. It's still going to last you for another 35 years. Okay. So a lot of times you're going to run into people who have broken Tupperware and they haven't been to a Tupperware party in a long time. And these are people that make really good recruits and they make really good party hosts. Because if they've had a piece of Tupperware that's been broken for 12 or 15 years and they've had it in their garage or their pantry and they've hung on to it that long waiting for a Tupperware party, guess what? Their friends need to see Tupperware. Their friends might have broken pieces of Tupperware too, right? And what an opportunity for you to say, you know something, I know how much you love Tupperware. That's why you hung on to the seal for so long. You know, have you ever thought about doing this business alongside what you're currently doing? Okay, alongside your full-time job, alongside your part-time job, alongside being a grandma or a wife or a mother. So just for you, we have our Confident Start program. And remember, these are things that you're going to be able to add to your kit along with keeping the profit in your the commission in your pocket. And inside your kit, you have a big fold-out poster. And I'm going to encourage you to fold that out and put it someplace. Put it on a wall in your office, put it on your refrigerator, put it on your bathroom mirror. I don't care where you put it. Put it someplace where you can see it. And I want you to be a constant reminder of all these gifts and prizes that you're going to receive. The other thing I want to suggest that you do is go through your Confident Start folder or poster and circle the items you're going to earn. Okay, because at, like, for instance, level 6 at the 5,000 level, you have 3 options. Do you want to take the pressure cooker? Well, you don't, because you already have a pressure cooker. Do you want the stack cooker? No, you're going to get the stack cooker for recruiting this month, right? Yeah. So you don't get that. So guess what's left? The Micro Pro Grill, right? And the Micro Pro Grill is a $199 product. You can get that for your level 5. When you go to your 2,500, do you want the Great Master Shredder? Do you want the mandolin, or do you want the modular set? You circle the items that you're going to want to earn because it makes it more real for you. So Terry, out of those 3 items, the Great Master Shredder, the mandolin, or the modular mate set, which set are you going for?
The shredder.
The shredder. Okay. Love the shredder. What was that?
That's the one you were talking about, level 4?
Yes. Actually, yeah, it is level 4. So level 4, you're going for the shredder. And the neat thing about that is then you can put in the snow cone maker, and you can put in like the ice shaver and the sorbet maker. You have the base to do all of that with. So that's a real smart choice. Okay. So lots of great products for you. So here is just a couple of things that you can find, different places for you to go for information. First of all, you have your own website, your my.tupperware.com. We also have our company website. It's twstarpoint.com. We also have a YouTube channel, Starpoint Sales YouTube channel. And we also have Tupperware's YouTube channel, which is Tupperware US and Canada. And you can actually put that when you log into YouTube under the search area, search YouTube, you actually put Tupperware US and Canada, and up will pop their YouTube channel. So tons of product videos you can use. You can post them to Facebook, or you can just use them for your own educational purposes. So believe it or not, we went a few minutes over, but we could start a little bit late. But that's where the party can take you. So what I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and shut off the recording right now. And I want to thank everybody for being here, because our success is your success. And that's what we want. We want you to be as successful as you want to be in this business.